So Billy, do you understand why we say there is controversy about the theory of evolution?
I think so. You are saying that the irreducible complexity that is evident in nature can only be understood in light of an intelligent designer.
Very good. Can you give me an example of irreducible complexity?
Yes, one common example is the bacterial flagellum. It is a perfect rotary motor.
Go on.
It can propel the bacteria forward or in reverse by spinning the propeller tail. If you take away even one of the amino acid sequences that comprise the motor components, then it won't work as a motor anymore.
Exactly. So I don't really see what you are confused about.
Well, I looked at a slide under a microscope of the bacterial flagellum next to a slide of Yersinia pestis.
Yersinia pestis?
Yes, it is a bacillus. And do you want to know something? They look like they were made by the same designer.
That's what I am trying to tell you.
And Yersinia pestis looked like the bacterial flagellum but without the motor. Like they shared a common ancestor or something.
Where did you see these slides?
I went to a museum and told them about intelligent design.
A creationist museum?
No, a natural history museum.
Did they call security and then throw you out when you questioned their information?
No, they were patient and explained what evolution really is and how understanding evolution has helped humanity. I told them my teachers were saying the opposite.
You mean they filled your head with wickedness? Billy, all Darwinists are satanic in nature. They are trying to deceive you. Listen, the next time you run afoul of Darwinist arguments, you need to use derision. Laugh at them and tell them that they are not using science. When they make a valid point, change the subject quickly to another area of science that you don't understand.
Why should we do that?
Because we are trying to build a case here. Just like lawyers do in court. That is what scientists do.
Then they weren't doing science. What they were doing was collecting data, then formulating and testing hypotheses which are then subject to scrutiny by their peers.
They just want to conspire against religious belief. They are agents of Satan bent on destruction.
They said that they compete with each other to give us a less false view of the world and the universe. They advance knowledge by competing in an open arena.
We do the same thing in intelligent design.
No, we just say that God did it. End of story. It doesn't advance science or knowledge.
Ha 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 ha, you are not using science.
What are?
Well then tell me why there are no transitional fossils.
There are tons of transitional fossils. I mean, there are but loads. They showed mountains of evidence.
Ha ha ha, that isn't science. Listen, scientists in 1927 said that the universe is 2 billion years old. Now they say it is like 14 to 15 billion years old.
That is an example of how knowledge compounds, and again we get a less false view. Look, if scientists were conspiring against religion, then wouldn't they just pick a date and stick with it?
Ha ha ha. Billy, they have done a number on you. Don't you see that saying that something came from nothing is nonsense?
Darwin didn't say that something came from nothing. He explained how different species came about. Cosmologists talk about the Big Bang.
Look, Billy, when Darwinists say that life came from some random chemicals,
evolution never tried to explain where life came from. That is abiogenesis. Darwin explained why speciation occurs. And would you please stop using the word Darwinist like it means something? There are no Darwinists, just biologists who have shitloads of evidence supporting the theory of evolution by means of natural selection. Plus conciliatory evidence from every other branch of science.
Ha ha ha. How does evolution explain the complexity of the solar system?
It doesn't. That's solar astronomy. Look, I'm tired. You win. I can't debate you anymore.
That's great, Billy. Remember, God gave you a mind for a reason. Now turn it off and remember that with God, anything is possible.
Okay, so, why did God design Yersinia pestis?
Well, did you know that some bacteria are helpful for humans? Some aid in digestion, among other things. What does Yersinia pestis do?
Well, not much anymore. Scientists, agents of Satan bent on destroying religion, have it under control now. Those sons of bitches. But between 1348 and 1350 it killed about a third to a half of the world's population. Innocent children and holy men and women along with the wicked and corrupt.
There's more proof of ID. How could something so awesome just happen by chance? It must be God's will.
And how else could you explain that tsunami that killed about 300,000 men, women and children? Or tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes? It can't be random. In the time it takes to watch this video, nearly 100 children under the age of 5 have starved to death. And they want us to believe that it wasn't planned, that it is all random. No, it has to be intelligent design. It is to be.
What video?
Never mind.
It says in the Bible, Bible, it says that God has a plan for us. Who are we to question it?
Was it because of intelligent design? Weren't we designed to ask questions? Isn't it in our nature?
Nope. That is just Satan trying to get you to use reason and logic and available data to formulate your worldview. Give me a text written for a Bronze Age audience anytime. It says in the Bible, it says in the Bible, it says that only a fool doesn't believe in God. I feel sorry for fools.
Me too. Poor dumb bastards.
Poor dumb bastards indeed, Billy. Poor dumb bastards indeed.